So I told you yesterday that Fox News has been really grasping at straws over the Trump impeachment hearings. And I predict that that's going to get even worse today because Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman's testimony today, which was the most specific and most devastating to their narrative. But we'll have time for that analysis. But in any case, even with what's gone on so far, what went on last week with the impeachment inquiry hearings, Fox has really been grasping at straws to try to defend the president's narrative, really having no serious criticism other than there's hearsay. And as we pointed out yesterday, George Kent drank a medical amount of water during the hearing. But something really interesting happened on Fox News. During the impeachment inquiry hearing on Friday with former Ukrainian ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, Donald Trump was tweeting in real time and started attacking the witness on Twitter while she was testifying. Now, this is a form of witness intimidation. And House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff actually read the tweets to Marie Yovanovitch and had her react in real time. And Brett Baier, the Fox News host who was commenting on the hearings off and on and also tweeting, pointed out, this is sort of a new impeachable offense. During an impeachment inquiry hearing against Donald Trump, he is taking actions which could be construed as witness intimidation and thus new reasons why the president should be impeached potentially. He's creating new reasons to impeach him during the impeachment inquiry hearings. Brett Baier tweeting in real time, quote, "That was a turning point in this hearing so far. She was already a sympathetic witness, and the president's tweet ripping her allowed Schiff to point it out in real time, characterizing it as witness tampering or intimidation, adding an article of impeachment in real time." And Fox had this guest, Chad Pergram, who reflexively and hilariously grasped at, I guess, the only straw that he could muster up, which was to say, well, the Constitution doesn't specifically say anything about you aren't supposed to intimidate witnesses. Watch and behold the joke that this has become.
President Trump did that for them. So how can Republicans try to clean that up? That might be a challenge. Now, something else that was said by Adam Schiff, the chair of the Intelligence Committee, he indicated that this might be an attempt to intimidate the witness. Now, when we look at the U.S. Constitution and we look at Article 2, Section 4, it doesn't say anything about witness intimidation. It talks about high crimes and misdemeanors, bribery, which is a theme we've heard a lot about here. But you could see potentially that Democrats could use that moment to try to tie that into an article of impeachment.
Well, it must be fine then, right? Of course, you can be impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors. And of course, witness intimidation is there. Quote, "In the United States, the crime of witness tampering in federal cases is defined by statute at 18 U.S.C. subsection 1512. which defines it as tampering with a witness, victim, or an informant. The punishment for such an offense is up to 20 years if physical force was used, attempted, or threatened." Not looking so good all of a sudden. Now, here's an opportunity to clarify something else. You have a lot of people on the right and some on the left, but the ones on the right are more into defending Trump. And they are saying, it's not really cleared which crimes count as high crimes. High doesn't refer to the crime. High refers to the criminal in the sense that what makes something a high crime is the perpetrator being someone highly placed in government, like the president or the vice president. And it's a complete misunderstanding when people say, I need a list of what counts as a high crime. No, it's crimes and misdemeanors that become high by virtue of who is committing them. And that's something that a lot of people seem not to understand. Back to the coverage, they're desperate. They're desperate to find anything that they can to deflect. And big picture, it's failing. But at the same time, for the Fox News audience, it probably is working. And we'll see, we were streaming today's impeachment inquiry hearings. We'll see what sort of graphics Fox News put up next to the witnesses today. Last week, we know they were not only not charitable, they actually perpetuated some of the conspiracies being touted by President Donald Trump.